I posted some pics on Instagram, Facebook, and whatnot of my hair chalking, and I just kind of did it randomly today. This is my third try at it, and after watching a tutorial on YouTube, I found that it's really easy to do, and I already had the things I needed in order to get this look. And I was really surprised when I found out I had those things and that you can actually use soft pastels to hair chalk your hair. So hair chalking and hair dyeing, dip dyeing, and such things like that are actually really a big trend for this spring, and I'm planning, since my hair is getting long, I'm going to keep it long for the summer, and I'm going to dip dye it. I don't really know what colors yet, but just for the summer I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to get it all cut off. Yeah, so that's besides the point. I just wanted to do a tutorial. It was really requested after I put all these pictures up and stuff, and I didn't really feel like I needed to do a tutorial since it's so easy, and there's plenty of other tutorials that are better than this one on YouTube. But yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway. So I'm in my parents' bathroom right now. Maybe I should get closer to the camera. So this is the end result. I did it earlier, and I'm gonna film it again, and I'm gonna do it on this side now. And I'm going to try to set up the camera so that you can kind of see what I'm doing. But the only thing that you're gonna start off doing is by taking a section of hair, whatever section you really want, and you're going to wet it down. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Okay, so this thing's right here. And I'm gonna get some water, and we're just gonna take a little strand like this. And you're gonna wanna maybe have gloves if you don't wanna get your hands dirty, or not dirty, but really, really messy. This process is very messy. These soft pastels, I will show you the box in a second, are very messy when they get wet. And also, if you're going to be wearing a nice white shirt or light colored top that day, I wouldn't recommend doing hair chalking. Also, let me remind you, this is temporary. It washes out very easily with soap, which is what I'm going to go on to next when I come to the fact that I'm not going to use gloves, because it washes off so easily with just a little bit of warm water and soap. So now that this strand is nice and damp and wet, I'm going to take my soft pastels. Now you can purchase these anywhere, any craft stores. They're called soft pastels. And they come with tons of colors, but I usually like to stick with ones that are going to show up on my hair. And since I have blonde hair, I'm sticking to blues, greens, and pinks. Today I'm just going to be using, for this demonstration, I'm going to be showing you how the blue shows up, because it shows up better than the pink, obviously, as you can see. But today I did blue and pink. But anyway, in this video, for the purpose of showing you and easiness and whatnot, I'm going to take this blue one, which is actually not very bright. I'm going to take a more bright one, a little bit brighter, and gonna show up better, hopefully more vibrant. And I'm just going to wet my hair one more time to make sure the strand is nice and damp. And I'm only going to kind of show you it from halfway down. I'm not gonna go all the way up to the roots because that's kind of challenging, but you can do that if you want. And once you have the piece that is damp, you're just going to go against it like that, not going upwards or anything like that, but you're just gonna go like that, and you want to kind of put it on the palm of your hand so that it gets through the hair all the way. And you could twist it too so it gets all the way around the hair. And it doesn't hurt or anything. I mean, it kind of feels weird that you're putting chalk on your hair, but we girls do much worse things to our hair. And as you can see, it really gets your hand messy. So make sure you're wearing a shirt or something you don't really care about, like I'm doing today. I'm just wearing a V-neck. And as you can see, it shows up very blue. And if you leave it like that, it'll look all weird and crusty and fake. So you're going to want to have a hair dryer, and you're going to dry your hair off. I'm going to wash my hands off real fast here. Hold on. Okay, so I have my hair dryer right here. I'm going to go ahead and try to just kind of dry this strand enough. And then I'll take my gum out. I didn't really explain to you what all you're going to actually need. You're going to need water, a hair dryer, and preferably a hair straightener or hair curler, because you're going to want to set the color with some sort of heat source. You're drying it first, obviously, so you don't, burn your hair off when you're straightening wet hair. So I'm going to go ahead and dry this first to set it, and then I will be using my hair straightener to set the color even more. Alright, so attempt to dry the piece as much as possible. I'm going to warn you beforehand that your hair on the section in which you have hair chalked it is not going to feel like your normal hair texture. It's going to feel, well, chalky. And also it creates some tangles in your hair. I have cotton candy hair right now. This is total cotton candy hair. But also it is going to create some tangles because it's going to lock all your pieces of hair together and stuff. So make sure your hair is as tangle-free as possible before you even put it in. And then if you want to brush through it at all, be sure to use a tiny comb, kind of, because that will get through the strands easier than your big brush. And so that is the finished result. I'm going to straighten it. So let's go to my room and straighten my hair. Alright, so now I'm in my room. The lighting's pretty dark, but I'm going to take my hair straightener, which actually, if you're using a hair straightener that's rather expensive, I don't know. It's okay, alright? Hair chalk's gonna get on it when you straighten your hair, because this, as I touch this now, as you can see, I get blue on my fingers. So as soon as it dries and gets set in, like if I touch these pieces over here, I don't get that much hair chalk on my fingers, but since this is still damp, we want to set that color, as I said before, with the hair straightener. So I'm going to take my hair straightener, and it will get, you know, messy on the insides, but you can just clean the plates when they're cooled off. I'm going to just go over this section of hair. I would put heat protectant in it, but that would wash out the color, so if you really don't want to harm your hair, don't do this process, okay? Just let it air dry. But this is definitely going to help. It's set, so I'm just going to go lightly over it, not really too much, because I want it to kind of have some texture to it, like if it were a extension or something like that. So that's all I'm going to do, because I'd rather not harm my hair too much since I have no heat protectant in it. But that is all. I hope you all enjoyed this quick tutorial. It's really, really easy, and these soft pastels can be purchased anywhere, any kind of craft store and stuff. Just make sure they're soft pastels and not oil pastels, okay? Yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. Bye!